Okay, so today's video we're going to uncover some truths about one of those popular weight loss products, brands, diet styles, whatever you want to call it out there, which is Weight Watchers, which in my opinion is absolute bullshit. And the more I look into this, the more respectively retarded this is in terms of from an actual nutritional point of view. So we're going to have a bit of a deep dive into what Weight Watchers is about, will it really work, and like the fundamentals of what's included. So first we've gone on to Weight Watchers website. It's come up with an interesting chat with a coach, so we're going to have a bit of fun with this. So let's see what they say if we drop a message. So this question is, how may we help you on your WWE journey today? So let's ask, hey, can you explain further how the point system works? Because Weight Watchers works on a point system where you get allocated a certain amount of points per day. Point system, there doesn't really seem to be much like actual thought process in regards to this. Apparently we'll be connected to the next available coach, which is coach number 7, so we'll be clicking in with them shortly. So next up, delving into Weight Watchers a little bit more, you get allocated your points based upon your weight, your height, your age and your sex. So it's not specifically specific in terms of like your body composition. So for example, I'm male, 30, 98 kilos. So like they were going to massively underestimate the amount of probably food that I need because they're not taking into account like my exercise history, how many calories I burn on a daily basis, muscle mass, body composition, these sort of things which make a big difference. We're still waiting for our online coach to come back to us, so whilst we're waiting for that, we are now going to go into the Weight Watchers Freestyle 0 points food list, which quite frankly when I looked at it, like if I looked at this I'd want to sign up to this because you can have as much as you want of any of these foods, and how this actually makes any logical sense. Anyone who's a nutritionist can explain to me how you can have as many of these foods as you want without adding fat, then I would love you to explain it. So starting off, we're just going to read out some of them here because there's hundreds. Bananas, like if you eat, there's hugely high in carbohydrates, obviously going to add body fat. Chicken breast, so I can eat as much chicken as I want, which is awesome. Sounds like it's a bit of me. Dates, again, massively high in carbs. You can plough through those and even know what's going on. Fruit cocktails, fruit cups. Fish of any variation, you can have as much as you like. Whole eggs, which is 70 calories per egg, you can have as many as you want. Jerk chicken breast, I'm not quite sure specifically why jerk chicken breast is, that's different from a normal chicken breast. And we've got like lots of veg, which I agree with, like green veg generally you can have as much as you want, it's not much of an issue with that. And then we come into some other really random things on here. Satay chicken without peanut sauce, because the peanut sauce is clearly where all the fat is. Sashimi, like this is a pretty good diet if you could eat as much of this as you wanted. Some of the other interesting things in here are a little bit like are just bizarre. It literally makes no sense. A lot of it's very heavily fruit based. There's yogurt on here, plain or fat free, so you can have as much full fat yogurt as well as you want. Like logically none of this makes any sense at all because all of these foods obviously have calories in them, so whether they're high protein and lean anyway, or some of them have got, like say eggs are high in fat, you can't eat as many of these as you want without adding calories, and like it just doesn't work like that. It's not like a zero-sum game situation when it comes to creating calorie deficit. So that's it in terms of the www Freestyle 0 point food list, which as a marketing tool is incredibly clever because if you're someone who desperately wants to lose weight and you look on here like, oh yeah, I like fruit, I like chicken breast, I like fish, I can eat as much of that as I want, it sounds awesome. Dates, I love dates. It's just a marketing tool to lure you in. And then if we go into their main page, like it's all just a load of waffles, nothing particularly concise in here. They don't give you anything specific in terms of for like your diet, like specific macros or calories with any actual thought process behind it, what you're looking for. Like I agree with the concept of what they're saying in terms of trying to promote healthy eating, which is awesome, and not eating processed foods. However, like there's a lot of people who are very fat who just eat way too much healthy food because the quantities are incorrect. So like if you massively overcook it in terms of say calories, like I love guacamole, I could nail an entire tub of guacamole, that's a lot of calories and a lot of fat, which although it's healthy, it's not going to be ideal for body composition or you losing weight if you're struggling to try and lose weight. Okay, so we just wrapped up our conversation with our online coach from Weight Watchers. So we had a brief conversation there. Very, very interesting to hear that they have literally no specificity that's the word, to you and your actual program. So we'll talk through. I initially confused the poor lady, to be fair, saying I'm looking to get shredded, and then she said to me that she thought I was trying to shred off weight in some ways and cutting it off. So to go into context a little bit more about what Christine, the lady from Weight Watchers, was saying, was basically that yes, you work on a points limit, and yes, there are foods that you can have as much as you want of. She said not to eat like crazy, but they don't work specifically with macros or like what time of day you should be eating or anything completely specific. So you can eat food whenever you want, how much you want. They don't really give you any specific guidance, which doesn't really help the situation at all, to be honest with you. And then I talk about activity with her a bit, and she doesn't really give much in regards to that. She said you can gain fit points from this, although it's not recommended you eat more. So if you train twice a day and you burn an extra 2,000 calories a day, you shouldn't actually be eating any more, really, comparatively compared to Weight Watchers. So again, another reason why, if you look into this, like, there's a science behind building your body and getting your body to lose weight in a healthy manner that you enjoy, and this isn't something I'd recommend. As you can see from the initial conversations with Weight Watchers themselves, there is no specific advice or guidance to you directly. So if this is something you've been struggling with, going to someone where they're not going to give any specific advice or guidance isn't going to be the optimal way to do it. This is very much you can pretty much do whatever you want, to eat healthy food and not really track anything and hope for the best situation. If you want something which is going to give you results with speed and certainty and a guarantee which can be specific to you, drop me a message, because this is not going to be the answer for you. So in reality, like, what we want to look at here is Weight Watchers gives you way too much freedom in terms of you like ballsing up here and margin for error, because you cannot say to someone you can have as much as you want of something which is very calorie dense, because it's just moronic. It doesn't make any logical sense. Like, this is all put together for a monthly subscription of like 18 quid. So it's very, very cheap for a reason, because it's just, there's no real specific thought process to you behind it. So if you're struggling to lose weight, do not buy into some bullshit like Weight Watchers, because it isn't, like, this isn't rocket science fat loss. All you need is something that's customized to you and specific, rather than a generic approach of you can eat as much food as you want as long as it's healthy. That's not going to do anyone any good, because yes, if you're going from a point where you're eating Domino's pizza 3 times a day at McDonald's, so then you're probably going to do Weight Watchers, yes, you're probably going to lose a bit of weight initially, but it's because you're going from eating like the far end of the extreme of like absolute shit to something fairly medium in terms of, okay, we're eating healthier, but that's going to probably work for 2-3 weeks. You'll drop a bit of weight, and then guess what? Your calories are still going to probably be way too high. Your macros will be all over the place, and you won't actually lose any more weight. So this is a bit of a rant about Weight Watchers, which in my opinion is absolute bullshit, because it has absolutely no scientific thought process behind it. When you can eat unlimited chicken breast and eggs, then and like other calorie dense foods, your reality is there's no actual thought about being accurate to the individual who's trying to lose weight and really helping them with this. So drop us a comment below, let us know what you think of Weight Watchers, if you tried it, if you failed, if you find this video helpful and insightful, or if you think I'm talking a load of shit, just comment below. And please drop us a like on the video and drop us a subscribe on the channel.